The Candyman, also known as Dean Corll, was a notorious serial killer who operated in Houston, Texas during the early 1970s. Corll, who was also known as the Pied Piper, lured in and murdered at least 28 young boys and teenagers, making him one of the most prolific and brutal serial killers in American history. Born in 1939, Dean Corll grew up in a working-class family in Indiana. In the early 1960s, he moved to Texas and started working at his family's candy factory. It was at the factory that Corll began to develop his twisted sexual desires, using the job as a way to lure in young boys. Corll's first known murder occurred in 1970, when he abducted and killed an 18-year-old boy named Jeffrey Connon. Over the next 3 years, Corll would go on to murder at least 27 more victims, all of whom were young boys and teenagers. Corll's method of operation involved luring in his victims with promises of money, drugs, or a ride home. He would then take them to one of his many locations, including his mother's house, where he would rape and torture them before ultimately killing them. Corll was aided in his crimes by two teenage accomplices, David Brooks and Elmer Wayne Henley. In 1973, Corll's killing spree was brought to an end when one of his potential victims, 17-year-old Wayne Henley, turned on him and shot him dead. Henley then led police to Corll's various locations, where they discovered the bodies of his victims. The Candyman's crimes shocked the nation and left a lasting impact on the Houston community. His case also brought to light the issue of missing children and the need for greater protection for vulnerable youth. In the decades since Corll's crimes, he has become a cautionary tale for parents and children alike, serving as a reminder of the dangers that exist in the world. While the Candyman may be gone, his legacy lives on as a warning to all those who would prey on the innocent.